Hey guys, thank you for joining me here on AshleyAllenMedia.com. I'm here with the beautiful Miss Itika.
So
How are you?
Thank you. I'm very good. I'm very good.
Good. I'm glad to have you, a fellow Chicagoan here.
Yes. Hi guys. Hey Chicago.
So tell me a little bit about your company, Old Vine.
So Old Vine is a floral business that I created a little less than a year ago. So it's still like a baby, it's still in its infancy, and I decided to, I worked for and with a florist out of the Four Seasons Beverly Hills for a couple of years, and I just fell in love with flowers. I saw how they impacted other people, I saw how they made me feel, I started learning about all the different types of flowers, and then I started watching the designers design them in these beautiful ways, and I decided to open my own floral boutique, and I named it Old Vine Florals, which is a play off of my last name. My last name is Old Wine.
Oh, okay. I like that. So I know me personally, I would say over the past 3-4 years, I've been trying to keep fresh flowers in my house.
Yes.
So what about you? So since you have your own business, do you keep flowers in your house, and what kind do you keep?
I do. You know what? A lot of it are the leftover flowers. Okay. So if I have an event or if I have a big order and I have flowers left over, I just make something beautiful with the kind of the scraps, which I think is like fun, and I can do it because I can play, and I also kind of create new designs with kind of the leftovers that I may not have thought of, and I also love to keep an orchid and succulents.
Yes.
So orchids I just think are beautiful and elegant and timeless, and they make any home just kind of, they're so modern and appropriate right now, and then succulents are just so easy to maintain. So I always like to have like a succulent in the bathroom, a succulent on the counter, just something cute and small usually, but I think it just kind of, adding life to your house changes everything. So I always just have to have like a succulent here or there.
Yes. Yeah. I love orchids, but I also love hydrangeas. So I need your help. I find that hydrangeas are really hard to keep alive. So give me and anyone else out there who also love hydrangeas, how can we keep them alive for more than maybe 3-4 days?
I know. Hydrangeas honestly are a nightmare flower. I hate to say it because I love them. I design with them a lot.
Yes.
They're big, they're beautiful, their blooms are so gigantic and gorgeous, but they do die quickly.
Yes.
But there are ways that you can keep them alive.
Okay, help me.
First off, cut the stem of the hydrangea at an angle before you put it in your vase. So the angle allows the flower to get more water. So it's not just kind of like a straight line, you're cutting it at an angle.
Got it.
And once you cut it at an angle, cut that angle down the middle. So what you're doing is you're creating more space for the water to go up the stem. Literally, hydrangeas drink water like crazy. They drink water faster, I believe, and I'm pretty positive, than any other flower.
Okay.
They just guzzle it up. So they need to have access to water. The other trick is to spray the hydrangea's petals. Hydrangeas drink from their petals as well as from their stem.
Okay.
So you can keep them, they can last, honestly, you'll probably extend their time to a week plus if you spray the petals and you cut the stem at the bottom at a slope and then up the middle. It'll change your life. And then just make sure that you keep putting fresh water because they drink so quickly.
Okay.
Also, hydrangeas, I don't think it really matters about the environment. Like some flowers like a cool environment, some flowers like a warm environment. Obviously, I think you should keep all flowers at room temperature because if it's too warm, it's just bad for the flower. But if you do those two things, I promise you, your hydrangeas will live.
Okay. There's hope. There's hope. Because I have started sprinkling water on top, and I noticed that helps. So I think now all I'm missing is the cut up the stem.
And sometimes what I do is before I put the hydrangea in the vase, I'll cut the stem, and then I'll take that hydrangea and I'll literally dunk it in water.
Okay.
And then I'll just flip it up and kind of shake the water off and then put it inside the vase.
What are some flower trends that we can look out for? I know for myself personally, when I do get that ring on it, I want my flowers to be very simple, very elegant, timeless. And I've noticed that a lot of women, and this is something that I want to do, I want like a baby's breath bouquet. Very pretty, very elegant. So what flower trends do you see are happening right now?
Well, right now, I mean, honestly, peonies are a favorite right now. Everyone loves peonies. They have this big, beautiful bloom, and they just get bigger and bigger by the day. And they come in beautiful colors, blush, white, burgundy. They're their petals are very delicate, but they're so multi-layered. They're just gorgeous. Peonies are like everyone's favorite.
Yeah.
I also love anemone. Anemone have that black center, so they come in, you know, their popular colors are white, fuchsia, red, but they have that black center that just makes them so distinct.
Yeah.
And also ranunculus. Ranunculus, they look like a rose, but they have so many petals, and they're a little they're a little shorter than the rose petal, but they just stay robust for a very long time. So right now, I think peonies are a really, really big deal. They've been a big deal for a couple seasons now. Anemone are beautiful. That black center just pops. It'll make your bouquet pop. It'll make any arrangement pop. And then ranunculus, they're just this beautiful, beautiful bloom. Lots and lots and lots of petals. Some people will think it's a rose, but it's not. It's something a little more special than a rose. But roses, honestly, are my favorite flower.
Yeah.
On my Instagram, I always try to do multiple hashtag roses of the day, because there are so many types of roses, and they're all so beautiful. They're all different colors and different size heads, but that's my favorite flower to work with, is a rose.
Yeah. So of course, you are the owner of this business. So tell me, how do you balance being a business owner and balancing your personal life and still just being able to be successful but also have fun at the same time?
Oh my God. You know what? It's not really difficult, I think, because I'm like a worker bee. Like work and going to work and doing work and directing my energy towards some type of work has always been something that I've always done. But when it's your own, I think you take more ownership, and you feel more accountable, and you obviously in a lot of ways kind of have your hand in everything. So it is a heavier workload, but you know, I have to say my boutique is across the street from my house, which is beautiful. So my commute is very, very, very short. And the flower mart where I handpick the flowers every morning, it's just blocks away. So I just kind of keep things very convenient. It's like work smart, not too hard.
Exactly. So what tip can you give someone who wants to start their own business, even if it's not floral? What steps can they take? What can they do to just go ahead and dive right in and get started?
I would say learn as much about the industry. So for me, I worked with the top floral designer in LA, arguably in the country, for 2 years before branching out and creating my own floral business. So in those 2 years, I really got my PhD in flowers. Had I not had that experience, I probably would not know how to really successfully launch, promote, market a floral business. But because of that experience, I felt confident going in and creating my own floral boutique. So my first piece of advice would really be to master and learn and get to know that industry before you even try to embark on something on your own. It'll really help you with the journey. Those 2 years that I put in have helped me so much at avoiding mistakes, very simple mistakes, like what type of vase to pick, which type of flower lasts the longest, which flowers mix well together, which types of greens to use. I just learned so much in those 2 years. So I would really say try to learn as much as you can about the industry before actually going off and starting your own thing.
Absolutely, because of course, sometimes being a business owner looks easier than what it really is.
It's very hard.
Clearly you know what you're talking about, and I've seen your arrangements here at this event, and they are beautiful.
Thank you.
So tell everyone where they can find you, website, Instagram, social media.
Absolutely. So we're online. Our floral boutique is an online store as well. It's at www.oldvineflorals.com. We're also located in downtown Los Angeles at 132 West 7th Street between Spring and Main.
Awesome. Well, I will be stopping by, hopefully getting some hydrangeas that can stay alive this time. So thank you for talking to me.
Thank you.
You guys, check her out. Check me out right here on AshleyAllenMedia.com.